If you're an agency owner who avoids QuickBooks like a group text from a needy client, you know what I'm talking about. AskQuick.ai is going to be your new best friend. Now, this is the AI CFO that makes sense of your numbers without spreadsheets, dashboards, or the financial therapy that I remember going through. All you have to do is just sync, ask, and get answers like, where's my profit going? Who are my most profitable clients? If I raise my prices, what's going to happen? And it gives you advice. Try it for free. Go to askquick.ai. That's askquick.ai. You're listening to the Smart Agency Masterclass with me, Jason Swank, and we're bringing you this episode courtesy of our friends at Wix Studio. Let's go ahead and get into the show. Hey, Chris, welcome to the show.
Jason, thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, excited to have you on. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Yeah, my name is Chris Raulf. I'm the founder of Boulder SEO Marketing, and then Chris Raulf SEO and AI Consulting and Training. BSM, Boulder SEO Marketing, that's my main thing. It's an SEO agency, super hyper-focused SEO agency. Content marketing primarily now is what we do. So yeah, I'd love to talk to you about what we do here.
Cool. And tell me, how did you get into the agency space?
Yeah, so I've been doing SEO before Google was called Google. They were called Backrub back then. You probably know that.
Well, I remember like Lycos and Excite and Yahoo. And
Yeah, that was back in 95, 96. I'm originally from Switzerland, so I worked at the Zurich office for an American financial corporation. The US office in Washington, they created a thing called a website back then in 95, 96, and they hard coded the German text that we sent over to them. So they created images of the text, right? And that's exactly when these search engines emerged. So that's how I got into SEO, where like thinking, how can these search engines read that text, right? Ultimately, people are now searching for companies like ours. So that's how I got into search engine optimization. And it's sort of like a hobby that turned into a passion, and passion turned into me becoming the owner of a business. And I still love it.
Now, you almost lost the agency when Google did a major change. Walk us through that.
Oh man. So the worst thing and the best thing that could have happened to me, it was, I believe 2021. We were killing it, right? We were so busy helping other businesses and websites, gaining more traction, organic search traffic, leads and sales, etc. We completely neglected our own website. I don't think we touched our own website in a year or so. Big mistake. So we got hit by a core Google algorithm update. Overnight, we lost, I think, about 80% of our organic search traffic. We completely only rely on organic leads. Not a big fan of pay-per-click. Sadly, sometimes you have to do it, but we rely completely on organic search traffic and leads. So we went from having way too many leads to zero. It was crickets overnight. So after the initial shock, I, composed myself, collected myself, and like, you know what, this is an opportunity. I'm going to turn this around from like something really bad to something really good. I went to the drawing board and I gave myself a weekend to figure something out so that I can turn something negative around in a very short amount of time. That's when I invented a proprietary SEO methodology called micro SEO strategies. Because I've been doing this forever, I naturally see, I can feel the algorithm, what is working. Always I educate myself out there all the time. So within, I think, 3 to 4 weeks, we regained a good amount of portion of that organic search traffic that we lost. But we created 2 pages that then allowed us to generate organic leads again within 3 to 4 weeks. So that's basically saved my business.
So what were the 2 pages that you created?
Yeah, it was a location page that immediately started ranking number one for the search term Denver SEO, Denver SEO company. It's a massive market here. So we got leads, right, from people wanting to show up at the top in Google. And then it was an SEO price guide, I think an SEO packages guide, a very educational piece of content because, obviously we knew exactly who is searching for what kind of keywords. So we ranked number one for the search term, I think, SEO packages. And that got us a lot of national leads and sales. Yeah.
Look, your agency adapts for every client, right? Your builder should do the same. That's why Wix Studio is built for the way you actually create. AI-powered site mapping lets you get straight down to the design. Whether you shape things in Figma or start in Studio, your vision's coming to life quicker with no-code animations and built-in responsiveness. And for client growth that actually scale, you've got extendable business solutions and a dynamic CMS. Scale your agency at wixstudio.com. That's the thing I always tell everybody is you can't just rely on one channel, right? If you're getting all your leads from Google, that's just one channel. You're on borrowed land. What happens if something changes like it did and you lose all your leads? Or let's say you're generating all your traffic from, Shitbook or Facebook. I mean, if you're generating all that traffic, what's going to happen, if it goes away? So I always tell everybody you should have like kind of three pillars. You should have an outbound, inbound, and a strategic partnership channel. So if one or two goes down, you still can actually eat. You're just not putting all your eggs in that one basket. I'm curious, what was the change in the algorithm that just made your site just disappear?
Oh man, I forgot what exactly the name of that algorithm was. I think it had to do, it was a content algorithm where they started to de-index, outdated content. And man, that hit us hard, right?
And you're meaning like outdated content, like not doing many blog posts or the content on the website's not changing? Okay.
The website went stale, right? And after about a year, they start to de-index outdated content, rightfully so. They should.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah, they don't want to pay for outdated content in their server farms. Believe me, learned our lesson. So now we make most of our money with helping businesses develop, content that actually has a chance to rank at the top in Google. Yeah, one of our search terms in the early days was Atlanta web design because I was from Atlanta. Yeah.
And I remember there's this one ladies agency, Bella Web Design. I think she closed up shop now, but she was always number one for that term. And the website was always so bad. And I just could not understand it. I think it was just kind of like the first person there. So like you telling me about that algorithm, I was like, man, that would have been great back then.
Yeah. So we actually have a client. I can't name them, but they're a very well-known business, very reputable in the medical space. And this is one website. It looks like it was built in the late 70s that we cannot beat, right? So that, especially in the medical space, it's a very difficult space, sometimes outrank other websites if they've been around for a long time, and we just not do it. Right? Yeah,
it's crazy. I mean, and some of those sites are just, her site was nice, but I was just like, how does this website rank ahead of us? Like, I can never understand it. Like, now I should reach out to her and be like, how'd you beat us? Like, on that.
They probably don't know, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Is there anything I didn't ask you, Chris, that you think would benefit the listeners listening in?
Well, it's just like an interesting piece about me. I'm actually dyslexic. Why I'm bringing this up, I'm actually reading a book about dyslexia, how it's a superpower.
A dyslexia is reading a book?
No, it's ironically, right now we make most of our money with content. So it's interesting. I think I'm finally starting to understand how the dyslexic brain, obviously I got help, right? I can read and write properly now, but it's very interesting how, I'm able to better understand the algorithm. It just makes sense to me once I see algorithm updates come out, what needs to happen and how it pertains to content. You know, if you're dyslexic out there, it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. You know, I think it helped me build this company.
Well, it allows me to focus more, focus on the stuff that I love, right? Like I just can like kind of really narrow down into it. But anything that I think is like, obviously, like when I went through school, I struggled really bad because I was like, this is stupid. I'm not going to use this.
Are you dyslexic as well?
Oh yeah, yeah. And my son is, and my son actually went to a special school for it in Durango, and it was amazing. And I was like, man, if I had this, I would have loved school.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. I think it's eventually a superpower. It certainly sucked, right? When we went to school, you think you're stupid, you're belittled oftentimes. And, we're probably similar age back then.
You're way older than me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm 48. So,
geez, you're young. I'm turning 55 in a month.
There you go. See, I told you were way older than me. Well, cool, man. Well, Chris, thanks so much for coming on the show. I really enjoyed it. And for everyone listening, if this resonated with you, give it a like, share it out with someone. And if you want to be around some amazing people that can see the things that you might not be able to see and just not do it alone anymore, I'd love to invite all of you to check out our community. Go to agencymastery.io. And until next time, have a swank day.